What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Sick, Lee, and Rusty, and we are on the stream with 56 of our very best friends, and we are power rating somebody, Rusty. Who are we power rating and why, so that I don't have to talk so much?
Sick Lee, we are power rating. We're going back in time to power rate, now that we have a criteria for doing so, what used to be arguably, and by word of mouth, quote, the best zombie, right? Zombie Sami Zayn, the underdog of the Underworld from last year's Cowboy Zombies. So Zombie Sammy's been out a year now. He's had a spring outbreak. He's had a moment. He's had gear. He's been one of the most popular strikers in the game. He's been very coveted and sought after. And yet this new batch of zombies is coming nipping at his heels, trying to dethrone him as king of the zombies. So we're going to give him a power rating together with you in the chat while you're watching this video on delay. Let us know if we got it right tonight in the comments. Here we go, Lee.
All right, so just to note, we are on the Candy Store account, as it says up there. So he does have his gear, which is 100% more all-color gem damage. He also has a moment, and we can't take that off. Moment, multiply gems increase their strength by 5. Also, pyro gems do 125% more damage. That's not as big a deal. The multi-gems are. So those are 2 hits against him right off the bat. We can try to objectively take away some things to get back to that and see if we can't mimic it, but either way. So we're going to run him this way, and then I'm going to run him without a strap, which will functionally take away some of that. So here's the move set we're going to use. The Brain Buster, 7 MP green, deal damage, increase your green gem damage by 200% for 3 turns. Let the bodies hit the floor, 7 MP red. Deal damage, choose a 5x2 area to make into multiply gems of strength 15. With the moment, those are going to be strength 20. Then deal damage, increase your red MP by 6, so it does flawlessly reload. And then a 7 MP fire in the hole, green maneuver. Deal damage, choose a 7x1 area to make into pyro gems, which will modify all gems above it into green. Now you're saying, wait a second, that doesn't include this move here that breaks the rows, the backlift facebuster. I promise you, I've run him so many times using the brain buster and doing the buff green. You can do a 3 match where you only break 2 gems, 2 pyro gems, and he still hits harder than when he breaks the entire row without the buff. On the Entourage, you are going to need another rare thing. This is Roxanne Perez. Green moves start with 4, red moves start with 4. Prince Pretty for green moves start with 2, red moves start with 1, and Santa Hogan to get your other red move loaded. And then finally, we are using this month's free character, Zombie Chelsea. Green gems do 40% more damage, multiply gems do 60% more damage. On the strap, we've got a 50% gem damage strap, Double Fury 2s, and I will take off everything here in a moment, not on me, on the character. Take off the strap, which will remove this, but just to see it, the Jade Plate, whenever you make 10 or more multiply gems, increase your green gem damage by 100%. That's a lot of things, but my goodness does he hit when you have him.
It is a lot of things. And the chat said Tyler Breed's appearance, so they're excited about that. Also, Lee, I love to see you with a superstar you love. This is when you're at your best.
Oh, thank you. So we're going to hit the buff. We are going to lay the multi-gems over whatever we're going to break because it misses 2 rows, 2 columns, whatever, right there. So we are going to break these blue gems right here and match them up. But keep in mind, even if I had to do a drop down, or even if I can only break 1 column, which I'll show you. I'll do this again a couple times just because it's super fast. You can see it. Flawless recycle, but watch this. Just a 3 match and done, and it was 174 million. Done. 174 million. So
it's crazy.
I'm going to run that back and try to get it where I only break 1 or 2 gems on the pyro, just so you can see he easily hits 60 million, even just with 2 gems broken, or a 3 match, but only 2 pyro gems. And then I'm going to take him to the nude ministry, as Piper said.
Wow. Lee, so you've got a great moveset here. I noticed it in your 3-minute moveset video earlier today. And also, I don't think a lot of people in the community run this moveset because it until you see it, it doesn't quite make sense because you're like, well, how do I blow up the pyros? Where's
Right.
my, a swipe? How can a swipe do? And then yet you see the damage and go, oh,
Yeah.
huh,
You
it's
go, oh,
plenty of damage.
that's it. Wow.
Yeah.
So I purposely did not pick this green set that's on the bottom here. I'm breaking 1 gem, 1 pyro gem, and 1 pyro gem alone, just to show you what happens with that. 1 gem break was 44 million. 1 gem. 1 pyro.
Wow.
So,
And where is he drawing all the power from? Just help the smooth brain people like me figure that out. Is it the boosts or is it the moment? Where is he getting all that juice from?
he gets a lot of places. I mean, to be honest, the jade plate helps him out a lot, which again we're about to take off. He's helped by the boost move because I promise you I've run it many times before. Smash Kez, shout out to Smash Kez, actually showed me this move set. I ran it forever with this move instead and broke the whole pyro, which you think it breaks the whole board, so you've got to be doing something right. But this buffs 200% for 3 turns, so it all actually stacks as well. It does a lot of the damage. And then you've got Chelsea right here. Green gems doing 40% and your multiply gems 60%. We have shown that when it's high level multi gems like this, the 60% multi gem and 40% of that color is better even than Seth Leonardo, the turtle that came out. So yeah. But as we've pointed out in here, he's got 2 things we can't take off: the moment and the gear. So to counteract that as best as I can, I'm going to remove the plate or the strap entirely. So that takes away the jade plate. That takes away double Fury 2s. That takes away 35%. So this is him going completely strapless into battle to see for the power rating. Can he do it with I mean, he still needs Roxanne, and we're trying to simulate what it would look like if you didn't have either the gear or the moment, but probably still have one of the 2. So
right.
He's going nude. Going streaking.
So I said commando. Lee, so one of the comments in the chat said, I think I'd rather use the row break and hit for the 70-80 consistently. Relying on a 3 match to be there makes me nervous. You have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I've run him a lot. I mean, I use this character in almost everything I possibly can, and so I've run into every scenario I possibly can where like I said, I purposely only did a 1 match, like this. I'm only doing 2 right here, and I didn't get a lucky break. But even without a strap or anything on him, he just did 49 million. That's completely strapless.
Maybe I said no belt. How does he keep his pants up?
Nice. And Mosh with Nico has one last thing for us, which again, this is just overkill, but you really want to add some spice to it. It's going to throw the strap back on, and we're going to put a 2 words for you on here, which it just adds some things.
Now you're gonna have to do some politicking when it comes time to power rate to explain why you think his readiness score should not be altered based on the. Well, I would say yeah. So that's what I'm wondering where you're at on it and the things that we can't remove. I wish we could just remove those things, right? And then say, okay, now here readiness truly all he needs is the blank, right?
Right.
So that's where it just feels a little unfair once they have, all the toys on this account. It's like,
Yeah, that is the struggle. But, it is what it is, and we just go from there. Notice the 2 words has not procced once on this. So actually, this doesn't matter that we had the two words on here because it really didn't actually do
It
anything.
doesn't always work. Sometimes it works and it's helpful. I played about 10 matches with this exact move set in the two words plate
Right.
before stream tonight. That's what I was doing, was trying to learn how to run this move set.
Right.
And it helped about 50% of the time.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it says it's supposed to do.
Oh.
It's 50%. You know, one out of every two it's supposed to go off. But you would think using at least three moves that you would, you know, see it go at least once. But
Right.
the other thing, because you pointed out in our last video about props, because the red move almost refills
Don't you dare.
itself. Don't get them worked up here. The
I
red
know.
move refills itself, except for one. If you use a red prop, you can fill a 10x2 or multiple 5x2 areas, however you see fit, with multiply gems. So you talk boss battle, you talk whatever. It's pretty flawless recycle, and then on top of that, you just go one more. So I think we're ready to power rate him. Keep in
I
mind,
think so too.
we ran him naked, and he still hit for 50 million. So yeah. Anyways.
I came out tonight as a prop lover. I don't think our audience knew that. I don't think they knew I was such an avid user. Nay, I even might say an addict of props. I use them all the time.
Really?
I burn through props. I do. The game doesn't need to be any harder than it is. All right, it's hard enough for me without the props.
Nice.
So I use them. Oh man, I'm sorry if I was anybody's hero and I let them down tonight.
Oh,
They're like,
sad time.
oh no, he's a prop user.
I don't know when this guy was released, so I'm just gonna say October of 2023
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah, that's right. October 2023. That's the exact time.
Modern era striker S tier. Everything else is great. Awesome. All right, so let me erase all the Bailey specific stuff that
Sorry,
I copied
Vern.
over. So for a 5 on power, they have to hit equal to or greater than 100% of the current meta's top end damage, which we've identified for the last several months as 60 million or more. Easily hits 70 million. And to, I forget who it was in here that said it, JD Nash, easily to their point, you can just run the one that destroys the full row of pyros. Still hits around 70 million. I just like the fact that he can do it to 170 million after that. So easily hits 70 million with 2 moveset variations. All right, so that is a 5. Now on speed, at least 2 of the following are true. MP charge is equal to or less than 6. Note his moves are 7 MP. Moves recycle flawlessly, that is true. Animations are quick, that is true. Resulting in a feud win in under 45 seconds, that is true. So at least 2 of the following of those need to be true. So even though his MP charge is 7, he does recycle flawlessly. His animations are quick, and he'll win in 45 seconds with that moveset. You just place it, and you kind of go. So that is a 5 as well. On the readiness, here's where he's going to take a bath. I mean, it's nice that he's wearing his rubber ducky outfit because he's about to take a bath right here. For a 5 on readiness, character needs 0 to 1 special things. That would be a plate. We used the jade plate. We also took it off, just so we know. The gear, which we can't take off. The moment, which we can't take off. A special or rare trainer, which would include Roxanne, which we did have on there and do need. So that'd be a 5. For a 4, character needs 2 special things. Plate, gear, moment, rare trainer, etc. For a 3, character needs 3 special things. Plate, gear, moment, rare trainer. And for a 2, character needs 4 special things. So, Rusty, put up the poll. Talk to me about what you think for readiness. And I've got some thoughts.
I don't know that I've ever seen somebody so unready. That's my first thought.
It's like William Regal.
Well, and I'd love to hear your thoughts because I'm sure there's other move sets, right? And other ways to run this. But yeah, you're the expert here or you're the power user.
You can. Even if you run the moveset JD Nash is talking about where you break the row, you still need Roxanne. So Roxanne is pretty, unless you're running triple green, which you can run triple green with a chic plate. you would need Roxanne. So I think she's a pretty set in the mud there kind of person. Also, to hit the numbers that we saw, I think you need either the gear or the moment or a plate, but I don't think you need all three of those. So right away, he's at least a 4, maybe a 3 right there. But yeah, in order to hit top end damage, he does need. It's like, again, William Regal's the other example. Hits insane damage, but just requires so many things.
Well, the vote is in, and 75% voted 3. I think that might even be kind of a generous 3.
Wow.
Just kidding. Would you think it's lower than 3 or higher?
I'm comfortable with the 3. Hold on, plate gear and moment. Uses at least plate gear. Sorry, I put this wrong. My sickness is starting to wear on me a little bit here. Uses. Okay, let me try this again. Uses some combination of at least plate gear or moment in that. So yeah, I would say I'm comfortable with the 3 because I mean, again, you can hit pretty hard without that, but to get those really high damage, you're talking multiple things that you need for him. So, all right, versatility for a 5. Character would be competitively usable in feud, yeah. Boss, pretty much. Showdown, maybe. Character has a special gym type, yep, they do. That helps in gym rules, extreme rules, gym mania. For a 4, character is competitively usable in 2 modes, feud, boss, or showdown. And character has a gym type that helps in gym rules, extreme rules, gym mania. And for a 3, character is competitively usable in 1 mode. So, I think we're good there.
All right, the lightning poll is going lively. Take yourself a drink, whatever you need to do. Friends, yeah, so we've got Zombie Sammy. We've got a pretty stout universal moment on him. And he can do a lot of things when that moment's live, but can he garner a high score in your versatility? Go ahead and cast your vote now. We're starting to lose some of our participation in the voting, so we may have to even reference our Discord votes if we don't get maybe a minimum threshold here.
We can't on this one because we decided to do them on the spot.
That's right. This was an impromptu vote. I love it. The 5s are running away with this versatility challenge, Lee.
Really? I mean, that's great.
I mean, 80%.
I would argue Showdown probably isn't the best suit for him. I would vote a 4 myself, and I love this character, but I could see. Well, yeah, 5 was.
But did you vote?
I did not vote. I did not vote.
You missed your chance because 8 in the community at 80% said 5.
Well, but ... Community voted a solid 5. All right. Well, now we move on to the last piece, which tends to be the downfall of a lot of characters, their coaching ability. At 26k, yellow gems do 30% more damage. Reinforced gems do 60% more damage. So you're talking zombie Bobby Lashley. You're talking Bulldog, Showboat. You're talking KO, the free one, the Showboat one again. All Showboats, ironically. I don't know who else, but that would be it. Yellow gems 30%, reinforced gems do 60%. So for a 5,
like Rex Regum has a moveset that could utilize both of those potentially.
Nice. Yeah, I could see that. Rex Regum is super rare. I don't have him, so I don't consider that he exists.
Indeed.
Referee Baby Ice is in the chat watching you guys. So for a 5, this would need to be an essential trainer or coaching ability that adds something you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, this would be a widely used trainer or coaching ability. Helps the character it's being used on reach their full potential. For a 3, niche trainer coaching ability. May not be used much, but very valuable when needed. And for a 2, trainer or coach offers something if you're missing other trainers or coaches that do the job better.
All right, our lightning poll for Entourage is live at the top of the chat. You've got 1 minute to cast your vote, only 60 seconds. So it's going to happen quick. So you need to tap, tap, tap. Give us that vote for Entourage. This is a coach, right? No, trainer.
What is he? He's a
Trainer.
coach. Yeah, he's a coach.
Oh, he is a coach.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a coach. And I
So,
use him a lot because I don't have Muda and some of the other ones that do, 30% to yellow. But I only
okay.
use them because I don't have others that do the job better. There's not really a lot of characters that do reinforced gems right now as their main.
I'm really liking the vote. The votes, there's about 20 seconds left to cast your vote, but the fours are running away with it. Pretty lock, stock, and barrel here. 75%. And I think all the votes are in. Just hasn't ended. I'm not seeing any more come in. Dylan Toxic Mafia says he got a 3 from me. Dr. Seuss over here. LOL. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
4.
I would go
4 it
for.
is.
Yeah. Rusty, where would you be at?
I voted for.
Okay.
I voted for. I don't use reinforce that often, but I haven't had Sammy to pull from in the Entourage until today. So today, literally, I pulled him today. Um, so I don't know. I don't know how much I'll value it. I think the community got it right. I'll trust their vote because they probably have more experience with him than I do.
Mm. So
Alec
that's
JD Nash said 4 for me, regularly used, not stronger than other yellow gem damage coaches. So well
right.
said.
Yeah. And now whoever the remaining mystery zombie is going to have 40% instead of 30%. So, you know.
The curious mystery punk of a zombie, perhaps. I like that. CM, curious mystery. The mystery zombie. Well, Lee, that's all of our
There we go,
score.
Dylan.
What's our total? What's our
We are
composite
at a
score?
22 out of 25, which is very, very solid.
Oh,
So for male
yeah.
strikers, that puts him right behind not Rex Regum, sorry, OTC Roman, and right in line with DDP Hall of Fame. So
I
pretty
like him
solid.
better than DDP because he
I do
doesn't
too.
rely on power gems. And I feel like he's able to close out a match faster than
Yes,
DDP is.
easily.
So yeah. So for a year-old zombie, and with what we're now seeing as the power level of superstars coming out, I think that's a great grab. If anybody gets him in the loot this weekend, or if anybody feels like they have Sammy sitting there and they don't know whether they should level him up or not, I think it's still a yes. I think it's a heck yes.
Yep. Agreed. Agreed.
I think he's my best striker. Like I pulled him today, and I think
Yep.
he's probably my best striker now, and
I
solves a
agree.
lot of my striker problems.
I agree. I because I don't have OTC, he's my best striker. If I had OTC would be my best striker, but I would rank him ahead of almost every other striker in the game. And I only say almost because I'm
No doubt.
not thinking of like who else would be there, in that spot. So yeah,
Baby
that's
Ice
it for
says
Zombie.
Zombie Sammy's in the collection contest this month in the bags. So
Nice.
I hope one of our viewers is the lucky ducky that gets that. Um, hey friends, join us each and every Friday night on Twitch as we power rate the latest superstars from WWE Champions. We will be looking at some more zombies next week, as well as circling back to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We still have a few of them to power rate because that contest got away from us. But rumor is we may see them again, so we'll have that power rating ready for when and if we do. You got to enter the chat, you got to cast your vote, and you got to help us get these ratings right. We'll see you next time, friends.